hope you're staying warm. It's been cold here too. Got down to 37 degrees. Makes the iguanas freeze up. They fall out the trees. But then when it warms up again, they scurry along, so they're okay. I changed my curtains and I threw my back out for 4 days. Just good times. Be just a word of advice for you younger guys out there in my about my mid 30s to early 40s. I could still do the splits. Now I just split my back 50 different ways, bending over to try to pick something off the ground. So do your stretches, girls. Anyways, I wanted to let y'all know that I'm going to start a new channel for my jewelry. I've been doing it since 2012. It all started because I wanted a charm bracelet like for my little dog. Not for him, but for me with the Chihuahua on it. I'm a Chihuahua girl all the way. Gizmo was a Chihuahua. Twinkle was a Chihuahua. But I'm going to rename the store. I've had my store up at eBay since 2012. It's a unique jewelry boutique. But I'm going to rename it to Twinkles Unique Jewelry Boutique because had it not been for him rescuing me, we would have never had the store. And not only that, but I started making. My husband wanted a bracelet, so I made one for him. And then next thing you know, I'm sending both Chihuahua bracelets and other dogs as well as men's bracelets all over this world. And I'm so thankful. Thank you, Jesus, for letting me do this. I never in a million years of spending countless years working on a telephone that I would be have the opportunity to do this. So last year, after Twinkle passed, I immediately started looking for another baby because I couldn't handle. No, I'll start getting teary eyed if I start thinking or talking about poo poo. But so I immediately started to get Gizmo. Now I got Gizmo at 12 weeks old, so as early as you could get him. So I wasn't able to do the jewelry like I had done in the past. So this year I'm going to be growing it. I'm going to be adding a whole bunch of new pieces. I'm going to go back through some of my old stuff that I made years ago and remaking it. A lot of it was getting good hits and stuff, but some of the materials that I used were not the best. And I don't like to sell stuff if it's going to be junk. I don't like to sell junk. But just to start off, I just got done with this one, and I may not even be done with it because I think there's a couple things that are irritating me. But this is pure copper. The chain is not. I'd like to know everybody's opinion, and please don't be scared one way or another. I just want to know. How much would you expect to pay for this? How much would you expect it to be, and how much would you pay for it if you were going to buy something like this? This is not real copper here. I believe I don't know. It's cheap enough. Um, I can add real copper chain to the top of it. It would increase the price by at least $5. So that's why I've got just the regular on there for now. So I've made similar bracelets or necklaces like this before in the past, and they've done real well. So yeah. So, also, I'd like to know, and these didn't go over very well. Now, these are a 4-strand multi-wrap bracelet. Wow, that really goes with what I got on today. I didn't even know that. Um, and these I charge $25 for. I know it's a little expensive. These buttons on here are collector's items. Had some of them shipped over from Czechoslovakia. So that's what that looks like on. And then you got your little button and that changes colors. Now see, that's something that I can't show on eBay is how stuff changes colors and that kind of stuff and talking about it, this, that, and the other. So that's another reason that I'm starting the channel. So um, I sell the ones with the special buttons for 25, and then the ones without for 20. I'm gonna pop a picture here of, how about I pop it there, of my Chihuahua bracelet along with the other bracelets. By far, if you're wondering which dogs are the most popular for people buying jewelry for it, by far it is the wiener dog, the Dachshund, followed by the pug. I think the pugs, though, might have been more so on when the Men in Black movies were out. They seemed to really sell then. For some reason, I didn't sell many of them this year at all. But and I had not, again, I hadn't put a lot into it. Gizmo has just taken all my time, and we're just now getting to the point when I have the jewelry box out and he starts coming up to it and I go, no. He now is backing off. So Gizmo has a mind of his own. They really do have their own free will. uh, one of the biggest things again are the men's bracelets that I've sold these all over the world. I've seen you've sent them to Dubai. I've sent them to Egypt. I'm like, wow. But these, I had it when I first did one of my arts and crafts shows. I had a lady that asked for magnets, and I listened, and then next thing you know, hey, this is a thing. I made it for my husband, was one of the first ones that, but yeah, so. And for anybody that buys over, if like most everything is $20 on eBay, I have to pay them. Um, I'm gonna start my own website. I got to wait a little bit longer, and financially, I am spending a ton of money on this. But I'll open up my website here in a month or two. But if 10% right off the top for anybody that buys through PayPal. That's a lot easier. But secure buying through eBay, I have no problem with it. They just cost a few dollars more because they have to have their cut, and don't try to get through them because their AIs are they know. But yeah, so the other thing I've got bracelets that are Chandlu inspired. Now I start off with ooh, we got a glare here. There we go. And now one thing I think that I could have done wrong, and maybe I don't have the description well too, is how these are sized. I don't know if that turns people off or not. I've got them a little small, and I think I've messed up by doing that. But yeah. But like I said, but anything on there can be custom made to anybody's wrist, and I don't charge to make something bigger or smaller. It may take me a while, especially with these. They take a long time to do, and it takes me at least more than one day to do it. But are these just out of style? Are they just not? Are they just funky looking, or to people's? Or am I just they just don't have my product out there? So yeah, I'm not gonna do any more jewelry. Well, I may show a piece here and there when I do my boxies, but if you're interested, I'm gonna leave a Twinkles jewelry in the links below. And I'd love it if you'd follow me over there. Like I said, you're going to watch me grow. I've got copper for right now to do just about most designs. I don't want to really go into any more silver until I can transfer it over to sterling. So a couple cells on my copper, and we'll go ahead and just reinvest. That's all I've ever done is just keep spinning the wheels. But hey, we started this in 2012. My husband was very, very, very. Um, he's just like, do it, keep buying it, buy it, buy more, and I'm cheap. I'm like, ooh, I don't know, I'm getting out of hand here. But when things got rough, and when we first moved to Florida, that we darn sure got to eat because of the jewelry. So it always is a good thing to have on the back of your hand. If you've got a daughter or something, I'd have them, start a little hobby like that. Something you can always fall back on the side. So, but anyways, I appreciate y'all listening to me ramble, and I appreciate any kind of criticism, that any kind of what, maybe something, a trend that everybody is liking. Let me know that. If you need to send me some pictures, my Twitter is going to be in the links below too. So I got Teresa, and I'm gonna have Miss Nona do a little review of it. I sent Teresa some. I'm getting to Miss Nona. I'm gonna have her package here in a couple days. So I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate everybody that just turned me on for just a moment. But anyways, I love you guys. You take care, and I'm gonna see you real soon. Bye.